This is the rhythm of the night. The night. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is 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 the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We're here at Sonoma for the final round of the championship this evening. This is Tier 2 that we're seeing at the moment in front of you. We're currently riding with J Palm, who goes into this finale here at Sonoma with the opportunity to take the Tier 2 championship. Obviously leading the way coming into this one ahead of... Obviously leading the standings at the moment, coming into this final round. So he is in the box seat, and I'm absolutely certain going to be wanting to bring it home tonight. But Chris Pissock is going to be challenging him every step of the way. 23 points separates these two guys coming into this one. So J Palm is going to need pretty much a capitulation to lose this one, because Chris is, well, 23 points. To put that into perspective, Chris would have to win the race. J Palm would have to finish outside the top 10. So J Palm, the ball is very, very much in his court now, and he seems to have the pace as well. He's doing 1 minute 27s at the moment. He's got 1 second lead at the top of the standings. Second place is Chris Pissock on 129, and then there's a long gap back to Camber and Robbo Baggin. So these guys at the top, J Palm and Chris, do seem to have the upper hand in these GTEs tonight at Sonoma at the moment. We also got Camber out on track, currently in P3. Robbo Baggins, Nif Ravenous, our regular commentator, he's in the pits at the moment, but he's sat 5th in the timings. We've got Mr. Simon Blair, Emo Guy out there at the moment as well. We've got DJ Phil also on the track. So it's going to be a very interesting evening of racing here tonight. Can't wait for it to get underway. Let us know in the comments who your money is on for the championship battle. We've already got a comment coming in from Grandad Steve saying, "Come on, George, this one's yours." That's a message there to Gypsy George. Currently sat P6 in this session. Sat in the pits at the moment, letting him know that he's fully behind him here in this one. Chris Pissock goes second on a 128.2, so he's got it within 0.3 of a second of our current provisional pole sitter J Palm, but it's not enough to put himself on the top spot for the time being. Still on a lap time though, so let's follow him around and see if he can put it up onto pole position with his full lap of the session. Not long left to go now in this one as he brings it through this middle sector here, out of this big hairpin, and then you go down the hill through the S section, which is very, very tricky. You can dip one wheel on the dirt, and that's it. You're in trouble. And Chris Pissock doing a great job at the time being. Looks like he's just coming into the final section of the lap now. This corner can be flattened out if you've got the right setup. Look at him living dangerously on the edge of the track there, trying to explore the limits here as Chris comes into the final hairpin. Hard on the big C, one of the perfect exit out onto the start-finish straight. Chris is going to come over the line here. Currently sat P2, 0.3 of a second off a pole. Can he give himself the best opportunity in the race? He can! Chris Pissock puts it top of the pile. 129.27.8. Brilliant lap time there. Steals pole away from J Palm in the dying seconds there. Chris is going to start on pole for this one. J Palm second. Robbo Baggins looks like he's going to line up on the second row in 3rd place. Guys, it's going to be a hell of a race. Be sure to stay with us. We'll be back in a minute's time with the Tier 2 race tonight, guys. Stay tuned. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go racing here for the finale for Tier 2 here. Motive Racing's GTEs this season. We've got Chris Pissock lining up at the front with J Palm alongside him. Chris stealing pole position away in the diamond members of that session there. and putting himself up onto the top spot by a tenth of a second. We've got Robbo Baggins lying behind these guys with Camber alongside him. Mr. Simon Blair managing to get up into 5th place ahead of Ravenous at the end of the session there. We have got George in 7th. Grandad Steve voicing his support in the chat for George. We've got Drummer alongside him. And we've got Daniel Moore in 9th. Evo Guy down in 10th place. Disappointing qualifying session for him. We've got DJ Phil and Smoky Devil lining up at the back of the field. We're almost about to go racing here at Sonoma for the finale of the season. 11 cars taking the start. Looks like one person didn't ready up in time. And it looks like we're underway. It's a good start there from Chris. Gets away pretty nicely. Looks like J-Pump gets jumped immediately at the start. Robbo Baggins and Camber looks like he's already alongside him coming up towards turn 1. Chris Pissock is going to lead us through turn 1 though. It looks like we got Robbo Baggins in 2nd place. J-Palm trying to fend off Camber here, side by side here, coming through the 2nd section of the track. But you see just about holding him off. Looks like Ravenous is held on ahead of George there in 5th place. We got, does look like Daniel Moore's up into 7th place. DJ Phil, good start from him also. Smoky Devil, Emo Guy, and Drummer at the back of the field. So Chris got the perfect start. He needed that. He needed to get someone between himself and J-Palm. Put J-Palm under a little bit of pressure here in the early stages of the race. He's got to not only win the race, but he also needs J-Palm to finish outside the top 10. So J-Palm needs to have an absolute mare in this race if Chris is going to take the title away from him here in this finale. It's a long shot indeed. J-Palm is holding all the cards here in this one. As we see coming into the hairpin, it does look like Robbo's gone a little bit wide. J-Palm surely has an opportunity up the inside, maybe thinks better of that one for the time being. Camber still sticking to the back of J-Palm here in the battle for 3rd and 4th. You got George in trying to hold off Daniel Moore and Smoky Devil coming through the S's here. Looks like Smoky Devil is really trying to get on with this one ahead of Daniel Moore, but he can't find a way past him for the time being. DJ Phil running just ahead of Evo Guy. We got Ravenous down to 10th place after a good quality session. We got Drummer still in P11 at the moment though. But J-Palm is now really all over the back of Robbo Baggins coming out of the final turn and over to complete the first lap here. Let's get a view from Camber. You can see here, currently riding in 4th place, he's got J-Palm and Robbo just in front of him. You can see the race leader Chris in the distance up the hill there, just going through turn 2. There he is. And it looks like Camber's looking pretty feisty here on the back of J-Palm. And J-Palm, as I said, hasn't got too much to worry about in this race. All he needs to do is finish in 9th or higher, even if Chris wins the race, and he will be the Tier 2 champion for this season. Obviously, both of them will pick up the automatic promotion spot that the top 3 this season in the GTE Tier 2 would be getting. It was going to be the top 5, but we had 2 premature promotions into Tier 1, which have limited the spaces available here in the Tier 1 of the GTEs this season here at Motive Racing. You can still hear J-Palm here trying to get by Robbo. Looks like Camber's dropped off a little bit of these guys at the moment. But Robbo's still doing a good job here of holding the position and managing to keep pace here with what looks to be Chris Pissock up ahead. Chris Pissock is pulling away a little bit, but Robbo's still managing to hold on at the moment. Good driving as he takes the bollard out there, coming through the S's, but he's doing a good job. It has to be said, he is holding his ground very well. Got currently looks like Daniel Moore on the back of Smoky Devil and George still. George looks like he's got by Smoky Devil there and up into 5th place, so missed out on the stream, but that's great stuff there from him. We got Ravenous going a little bit wide there on the exit of the middle sector, and he's put it in the wall. We've got a yellow flag here coming through the final sector. That's Ravenous there. He was on the back of Evo Guy trying to challenge him, but unfortunately he has lost out, and he's no DJ Phil there. Oh no, Drummer goes into the back of Phil as well. Phil was just trying to react there to Ravenous's mistake there and ran straight into the wall trying to avoid him, and in the end took Drummer with him as well. Very unfortunate there. Looks like J-Palm has managed to get by Robbo Baggins in the battle for 2nd and 3rd. Robbo now down to 3rd. He's now got Camber all over the back of him. J-Palm obviously got past him in that final section. We missed that on the stream, but he's now raced in some clear air and he can chase down the race leader Chris. 2.8 seconds the gap at the front. Does look like Smoky Devil's still trying to find a way past George, but he can't quite do it at the moment. These boys very close, nothing to separate them at the moment on the track. As they come through the S's now, you can see there, it looks like Smoky looking to the inside, off ducking left, ducking right, but can't find a way through past George at the moment. what's happening with Emo Guy. He is right on the back here of Daniel Moore. Emo Guy's had a tricky start to a lot of the races here in the GTEs this season. Clio's has been where he's really shone so far. He's been a little bit inconsistent, but it's just been a little bit hit and miss so far for him. As we're seeing here, he's coming into the final section of the lap now. He looks like he is really trying to find a way past, but Daniel Moore at the moment looking like he's pretty resolute for the time being. Emo Guy doing a little flash for the lights there. I don't know if he's trying to signal to Daniel move over, or whether he's trying to say hello to us watching at home. Emo Guy, if you're watching, blink twice. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we've got Chris leading the way. He's 1.5 seconds clear at the front of the pack. J Palm looking pretty close behind him, though. J Palm is closing that gap. In fact, last time around, J Palm was 1.1 seconds faster than the race leader. These guys now coming round on DJ Phil, who's almost a lap down here, coming through the S's. So DJ Phil's going to have to watch out. He always does, to be fair to him. He's never been a problem when putting a lap on. When people are putting a lap on him here, as we see, we're going to ride on board with Chris and see what he's seeing at the front of the field. There we go, cockpit for Chris, and he's coming into the final hairpin now. Looks like he's actually cleared DJ Phil, so we didn't see him get out of the way, but he has moved well over here. And J Palm now 1.3 seconds behind the race leader. So order at the moment: Chris Pissick, J Palm, Robbo Baggins, Camber, Daniel Moore, Emo Guy, Gypsy George, Smoky Devil, Niff Ravenous, Drummer, and DJ Phil running at the back for the time being. Does look like George has pulled up onto the back of Emo Guy as well. So they come down the pit straight. Looks like there's 2-3 tenths of a second between them at the moment as you come up towards turn 1. George definitely looking like he wants to get on with this one, though. J Palm still 1.2 seconds behind the race leader. Oh no! Emo Guy's lost the car! Emo Guy's had a moment there. Coming through the middle section. Is that the first sector? I think it is. It looks like he's just binned it into the wall there under pressure from George, and he's lost about 5-6 seconds in that one. George now released into some clean air. It looks like he can chase down Daniel Moore now. Smoky Devil not too far behind him either. Gutting there for Emo Guy. These hard tyres do start to lose grip in the night time here in the desert in California. In the meantime, though, what is happening at the front? Looks like Chris still trying to fend off J Palm. J Palm looks like he has the pace, though. Last time he was a fraction of a second faster than Chris, only by 2 tenths. These guys are very, very evenly matched. They have been all season. That's why they are battling over the championship. But J Palm knows he doesn't need to pass Chris if he wants to win this. All he needs to do is sit behind him and take P2, and he will take the win on the points. Just needs to stay where he is. Obviously, the gap 1.1 seconds, and J Palm knows full well that he's very, very happy. He'll be very, very happy to sit there. I'm sure about that. He knows that he's got it all to lose in this one. What's happening with George? George still a couple of seconds behind Daniel Moore at the moment in the battle for 5th and 6th. Looks like the rest of the field are pretty strung out at the moment by the looks of it. George is definitely closing on Daniel Moore here coming through the S's. So Gypsy George there making a move on Daniel Moore, getting up into 5th place. Daniel still sticking to the back of him though. Looks like he's managed to move himself up. J Palm still sat right behind our race leader, Chris Pissock, who seems to have picked up a penalty at some point on that last lap. Didn't see the infraction causing it, but it does look like he has incurred something. Let's have a look. It's a 2-second penalty here for Chris. So J Palm will now be aware that he does all he needs to do is stay within 2 seconds of our race leader, and he will indeed take home the bacon as well as the championship at this rate. So J Palm in the box seat here in this race. With it all to lose in a sense. Just having a look back, we can see that George still unable to shake off the challenge here of Daniel Moore in the battle for hidden six. It looks like Daniel Moore's gone a little bit wide there, but George has got loose and he's gone off onto the dirt and he's spun it round there. Unbelievable stuff. Daniel Moore releasing some clean air. Looks like George just got a little bit too happy on the outside of the track. Took too much down on the exit, and that was the end of that. Very unfortunate there for George, losing a lot of time, dropping 5 seconds here on Daniel. Obviously, we saw Grandad Steve in the comments section earlier on getting behind his man here and voicing his support for George. But that is not going to help him one bit here in his charge tonight. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Still, Chris Pissock leading the way at the moment. He's got just under 2 seconds. Having up to J Palm, a 2-second penalty. Got to keep bearing that in mind as we as the race continues here. Chris Pissock now looking like he's really getting the hammer down here at the front. 2.7 seconds. We know that he needs J Palm to have a truly calamitous end to the race if he's going to take the championship. So it would take something pretty special, or pretty disastrous, should I say, for J Palm if Chris is going to take the Tier 2 crown tonight. Not impossible, but it is extremely unlikely at this point. Feel very, very strong out here in the final round of the GTE's Tier 2 tonight and Motive Racing here at Sonoma. Chris Pissock leading by 2.3 seconds at the moment. Robbo Baggins currently running in 3rd place, 10 seconds behind those guys at the on our final podium spot. We've got Camber sat in 4th at the moment. Then we've got Daniel Moore, who's got George closing in on him once again. We saw George having that spin a couple of laps ago. Looks like George has gone off once again onto the dirt on the left-hand side. He's losing a lot of time there. Incredible stuff. It looks like he was closing back on Daniel. He'd been doing quicker lap times for the last couple of laps, but all of that hard work is now undone once again. He's now dropped back to 5 seconds behind Daniel Moore here in the battle for 5th place tonight. It looks like Daniel's had it off. Daniel's made a mistake somewhere. Coming through that first sector, and George is up into P5. Unbelievable there. We didn't see what happened with Daniel that caused him to go off, but we're at the halfway point here in the finale for Tier 2 here tonight at Motive Racing, and George is up a position into P5. Daniel Moore, unfortunately, losing that position down to 6th place at the moment. We've got Emo Guy still running in P7, a few seconds behind these guys at the moment. Looks like Smoky Devil running a few seconds behind Daniel Moore. Currently in P7 in this session, we've got J-Palm once again closing in a little bit on Chris Bissock front. 1.6 separating these boys at the moment. Red Reaper's saying nasty crowd. The boys are holding on. Yes, they are indeed. And these two guys at the front here, Red Reapers, Chris and J-Palm, are really showing everyone else how it's done. These guys have not put a foot wrong at the front all evening. And currently Chris Bissock, the man in P2 in the championship, 17 points behind our championship leader, J-Palm, currently showing these guys how it's done at the front. But J-Palm is within that 2 seconds, which is what he needs to take the race win, with that 2-second penalty for Chris. Ali Gar saying, seems good fellas, we think he can catch up. I believe maybe ripping into their friend Emo Guy a little bit here tonight. Unfortunately not having not having the greatest of races. Oh, bless. 5th place at the moment, 56 seconds off of the race lead. It looks like we've got a battle here going on for 6th and 7th. Daniel Moore and Ravenous looking very close on the track. Can Ravenous overcome Daniel here? Looks like he's been closing in on him. In fact, last time around, Daniel Moore was actually 14 seconds slower than Ravenous, so I think Daniel Moore may have had enough, and he's gone off onto the ground once again on the left hand side, and he's tipped the wall into the barriers. Daniel Moore, yellow flag here, coming through turn 1. Daniel Moore's out of the race. Oh, that's so unfortunate there for Daniel Moore. Looks like he's retired the car. And Ravenous is up into 6th place here in this one. Binned it into the wall on the right after clipping the dirt on the left-hand side there. Feeling the pressure from Ravenous, closing that gap. And that is what happens when you start getting nervous in a GTE car here on Project Cars 2. And Ravenous is on for course for some good points here tonight. Was commentating on Super Saturday a couple of days ago. Commentating on the... Oh no! He's almost off the car! Has a little spin and into the barriers. Ravenous's lights have been gone out here. And he's spun around. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Oh no! A regular commentator there in the wars. Losing lots and lots of time. Looks like Smoky Devil has picked up the position and moved up into 6th place. These guys look like they're a lap down there. The leaders have just gone by. Here are the leaders, Chris Bissock and J-Palm. 1.2 seconds separating these boys at the front at the moment. J-Palm knows all he needs to do is stay within 2 seconds of the race leader, and the victory will be his once the checker flag falls here at Sonoma for the season in Tier 2 tonight. Robbo Baggins still doing a great job here, running in P3, best of the rest. 12 seconds off of these two guys, these heavyweights at the front. Got Camber sat in 4th at the moment. Emo Guy had a difficult one so far. Ali Gar saying he reckons that Emo Guy can still win the race. Not sure about that one, Ali Gar, but I've been proved wrong before. Emo Guy currently 1 minute and 4 seconds off the pace. Ravenous has just been lapped. Likewise, Smoky Devil, DJ Phil. Great to have him on track tonight, driving in the yellow Chevy as per usual. One of the cleanest, fairest races here on the PlayStation 4 network, DJ Phil. Truly great to have him on track tonight. Looks like his lights have actually, his front headlights have gone out. I suppose it's pretty good news that he has actually got a bright yellow. If he's driving a BMW tonight, I hadn't noticed. My goodness, DJ Phil's driving a BMW. And I was just going to say, it's quite a good thing that he's actually got a bright yellow car, because it does help the fact that his headlights are not working. You can still see him pretty much all around the circuit. So well done to you, DJ Phil, for having a yellow car tonight. Looks like we've got Ali Gar saying, looks like anything's possible. I won't be surprised if there are a few more surprises. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Ali Gar, it wouldn't surprise me at all. As Chris Pissock still leading the way, but 7/10 of a second. Actually, J-Palm closing that gap at the front now. Last time around, J-Palm was a second faster than the race leader. So this could be race on. And obviously, we've got to remember, guys, that Chris Pissock does have that 3-second penalty, which is going to compromise him massively once we get to the end of the race, because J-Palm is keeping that gap pretty small at the moment and steady. So it is well and truly a race on here at the front between these two leaders. These two championship contenders here have put on a hell of a show here tonight. And we've still got a quarter of the race left to go. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see here at Motive Racing, then be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new around here. Also, be sure to join us on Discord if you want to get involved in the actual racing action that you see in front of you. All free, all very well worth joining here. So Chris has pulled out a little bit of a gap here to J-Palm on this lap so far. He's put out just over 2 seconds actually. So he's got out of the window that he needs if he wants to take the win here in the finale tonight. Would be a very impressive drive here from Chris if he were to take the win tonight. Obviously we saw the pace of J-Palm in qualifying, but Chris was the one who actually took pole in the end by 1/10 of a second. Despite most likely not being the Tier 2 champion tonight, he can still go out on a high and take the win in the final race, and that would be a very, very impressive way to finish the season. And send out a message maybe to J-Palm. I'm sure these guys will continue to be rivals next season once they're racing in Tier 1. And we can't wait to see them out on track if indeed they do decide to stay with us here in the GTEs at Motive Racing. It's been great having them all season long. And we are approaching the final few laps here of the race. We've got the Dizzler saying, hard to keep those tyres warm, isn't it? Well, it is definitely, and the hard tyres really do struggle once you get to the middle of the night here in the desert. So definitely these guys doing a good job of keeping these up to temperature, as well as the fact that the soft tyres don't really work around this track. They seem to wear out far too quickly, so you pretty much are consigned to choosing the hard tyres, but it is extremely difficult. And it's no mean feat, the job that Chris Pissock and J-Palm have done out front tonight. They really have pulled out all the stops in managing to keep those tyres in the right sort of zone. Just like J-Palm's pulled up to within a second here of the race leader as they come round to complete lap 17 of this race. My calculations are correct. We should have, it's going to be close, 3 or 4 more laps. Clock was on 4 minutes 30 as Chris crossed over the line to start lap 18. So it's either going to be 20 or 21 laps. It's actually been very tight. As we see Chris go a little bit wide there on the exit of turn 2, and that's going to allow J Palmer to close right up back onto him once again here. You can see the gap now, 0.4 of a second. Chris last time around went 5 seconds slower than J Palm. And Chris has now picked up a 4-second penalty. That could be the race gone here for Chris here as J Palm pulls right onto the back of him now. That could spell the end of Chris's hopes of going out on a high on this season tonight. Let's hope he can find something from somewhere here, but it's looking unlikely at this point. For a 4-second penalty is a hefty penalty to pay at the end of the race. Still the boys, nothing separating them at all here, coming into the last part of the race. Under 4 minutes left to go, half an hour was on a timing board at the start of this one. And 0.4 of a second is all that separates them at the end of almost a full race distance here tonight. Great driving from both of these guys, putting on a fantastic show tonight. It's still not over yet. Chris Bissett needs to pull out the gap though. 4 seconds is his penalty at the moment. And with only 2 or 3 laps left to go, it is looking like a almost impossible task at this point. Looks like Emo Guy's actually been caught up by Ravenous as well now as well. Whether that possibly is a Constantina effect on the timing board, maybe exaggerating the gap there. Back to the free leaders though. Chris Pissock's going to want to get around as quickly as he can, and in order to do 2 more laps, it's going to be pretty close here. See 1 minute 37 remaining in the session. Oh, it's going to be very close. If he can get round in 1 minute 29, then we may have an extra racing lap after this one. So Chris Pissock now is going to be aiming to do 2 quali laps here. Let's watch this and see what happens here. He needs about 4 seconds here at the end of this race if he wants to take the victory. J Palm's going to push him all the way. We know that for certain. J Palm looks like he's going to take the championship here for Tier 2. But can Chris go out on the high that he so deserves and so craves here tonight? Going through the middle section of the lap now. This could be the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not absolutely certain. We'll have to wait and see at the end of this time by to know whether or not we are set for 1 more lap. Does look like J Palm's still holding on to him here. Chris having a very, very strong middle sector. 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Are we going to have 1 more lap here, or is this going to be for all the marbles here at Sonoma Raceway for the Season 2 of Motive Racing's GTE Championship here on Project Cars 2 on the PlayStation 4 platform? Chris Pissock exits the final corner now. 5 seconds on the board. Surely this is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Pissock is the race winner, ladies and gentlemen. But the championship and the race win on the classification by virtue of Chris's penalty go to J Palm. So congratulations to J Palm on taking Motive Racing's GTE Tier 2. We look forward to seeing both of these guys, J Palm and Chris, in Tier 1 next season. It should be absolutely fantastic to have them on track. Robbo Baggins takes 3rd. Camber's just coming into the last turn now, and he's going to come around in 4th position. Emo Guy looks like he's a lap down there with Ravenous, thanks to Smokey Devil also coming out on track, and DJ Phil, as always, looks like DJ Phil has parked it. He's doing some donuts. Very nice, very nice. DJ Phil adding a bit of style here tonight. So, J-Pom is your champion for Tier 2 this season. Fantastic job from him. Chris Pissock in the end, taking P2 on the track and P2 in the championship. Robbo Baggin completes the podium. Camba, Emo Guy, good job from them tonight. Nif Ravenous, Smoky Devil in the end came round in 7th. DJ Phil and Gypsy George complete the classification. Great job from all the guys out on track tonight. Be sure to join us in 10 minutes time for Tier 1. We'll stay on this video, we'll stay on the same stream for that one, and we will be away for that one very, very shortly. Stay tuned, guys. Stay around, we'll be back in a bit. See you shortly.
I think I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with you. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just here thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know what's happened. You're a bad thing. I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with you. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just here thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. I'm a lonely bitch. Super lonely. Now I'm in the bathtub crying. Think I'm slowly sinking. Bubbles in my eyes now. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Now I'm in the sad club, just trying to get a back rub. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know what's happened. You're a bad thing. I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with you. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm broken down. I need your loving, loving, I need it now. When I'm without you, I'm something weak. You got me begging, begging, I'm on my knees, yeah. I don't wanna be needing your love, I just wanna be deep in your love. And it's killing me when you're away. Ooh baby, cause I really don't care where you are, I just wanna be there where you are. And I gotta get one little taste. You should love me, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? I'm right here, cause I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. You should love me, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? I want that red velvet, I want that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man, there ain't no other way. Cause girl, you're harder than a Southern California bay. I don't wanna play the games, I don't gotta be afraid. Give me all that trash, no makeup on, and that's your should go. Yes, please, won't you come and put it down on me? I'm right here, 'cause I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. You should go, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? You should go, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Birds flying high, breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. Birds flying high, sun in the sky, sun in the sky. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, for me. Breeze drifting on by, breeze drifting on by. Sun in the sky, sun in the sky. I feel, you know how I feel. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good. You know how I feel. River running free. You know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, and I'm feeling good.
Can my employer change my contract?
Am I entitled to statutory sick pay?
What is holiday pay?
When can I take annual leave?
Is my employer allowed to change the hours I work?
How do I raise an issue with my employer?
Right now, it's important to know your rights in the workplace. At ACAS, we're here to help with free impartial advice. Visit us today at acast.org.uk/rights at work.
Look at you, listening to Spotify while you do whatever it is you're doing. That's exactly why it makes sense to promote your business here. Yeah, your business. Whether you have 2 employees or 2,000, your voice can reach as broad or as narrow of an audience as you need, and connect with them where visual media can't. Try it today at adstudio.spotify.com or tap the banner to learn more.
Call me what you wanna, I'll be what you wanna. I've been here 1,000 times. You're falling for another, I don't even bother. I could do it all my life. So tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I've started dreaming. Guess heaven's not that far away. And I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. I'm just right here dancing around to the rhythm that you play when you're breaking my heart. You know that I can't get you out of the system. Yeah, right from the start. Play with my heart, and I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me. You can do whatever. I'll be here forever, spinning round inside this room. Hey, won't you come on over? I'm a sucker for you, wishing we'll be out here soon. So tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I've started dreaming. Guess heaven's not that far away. And I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. I'm just right here dancing around to the rhythm that you play when you're breaking my heart. You know that I can't get you out of the system. Yeah, right from the start, you play with my heart, and I'll be singing la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me la 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 la. You're breaking me. No one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here. Oh, no, turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. Change my mind. Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine. You got mine. Oh, no, turn right back around. Back around. Oh, and I'll turn right back around. You want me to stay here? Yeah, please don't turn right back around. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. Say I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me. Yeah, that might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my life. My life. I just want someone to hold me. Oh, and rock me through the night. Through the night. reason to stay here. Oh, and I'll turn right back around. Oh, and I'll turn right back around. Back around. Oh, and I'll turn right back around. Around. You want me to stay here? Yeah, so I'll turn right back around. Yeah, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason. Give me one reason to stay here. Oh, and I'll turn right back around.
Come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh, mama dear, we're not the fortunate ones. And girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Phone ring in the middle of the night. My father yells, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, Daddy D, you know you're still number one. But girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, no girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. Girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have. Girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have. Some boys take a beautiful girl and hide her away from the rest of the world. I wanna be the one to walk in the sun. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, no girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. Girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have. Girls, they wanna have fun. Girls wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have. Wanna have.
You got that thing that I've been looking for. Been running around for so long. Now I got you, I won't let you go. You got that thing that I've been looking for. And you got a heart full of gold. And that's really turning me on, yeah. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are everything that I dreamed of. Now we can paint a picture. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are making my life much greener. Yeah, yeah. All I can say is I adore you. You got something that I ain't seen before. Hold me 'cause baby I'm yours, and that's really turning me on. Yeah, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are everything that I dreamed of. Now we can paint a picture. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are making
This is not a second chance, no, no, baby. This is not a new romance, not tonight. This is for the nights I cry for you, baby. Hoping you could be the one that could love me right. I'll be good about myself, yeah, I'll find a way to dance without you. In the middle of the crowd, I forget all of the pain inside. Oh, so tonight I'll sing another breakup song. So turn it up, let it play on and on and on and on. For all the times they screwed us over, let it play on and on and on. Just another breakup. I ain't even gonna call you, no babe. The best thing I ever did was to let you go. Did you think you were the only one who could save me? I ain't gonna take it back like I did before, no. I'll be good about myself, yeah, I'll find a way to dance without you. In the middle of the crowd, I forget all of the pain inside. Oh, so tonight I'll sing another breakup song. So turn it up, let it play on and on and on and on. For all the times they screwed us over, let it play on and on and on. Just another breakup. I don't wanna turn back time, 'cause what's another lonely night? I know under these lights I'm good without you. For all those days that I cried, I'll sing it louder tonight. Let it play on and on and on and on and on. So tonight I'll sing another breakup song. So turn it up, let it play on and on and on and on. For all the times they screwed us over, let it play on and on and on. Just another breakup.
You're a rock god. Everyone knows that. They've seen your spectacular air guitar solos, your fingers moving like lightning across an imaginary fretboard. Don't let anything stop your performance. Premium lets you download your favourite tracks so you can play them offline anytime. It's tailor-made for legends like you. Tap the banner now to get 3 whole months of Premium for $9.99.
Thanks for listening to Spotify. No, really. You could have listened to the radio. You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape. You could have listened to an 8-track tape, if you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you listened to Spotify. Thanks for that. And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
I run a high because I want a little freedom, but I can't get just what I want. No, I can't beat 'em. Why did I do I even dare? She's here and there and everywhere. I'm in the depths about despair. I can't succeed. I'll never be the same again. The things I've seen here. I'm falling apart, I'm falling. This body
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sonoma. We're here for Tier 1 tonight for the championship finale here at Motive Racing. We've got an unbelievable night of action lined up for you guys. We've got 5 drivers going into this championship finale with the chance of taking the top spot. I'm joined in the commentary box once again by Emo Guy. How are you doing, my friend? I'm doing good. I'm gassed for this one. It's going to be a great night. We've got lots and lots of guys in with the chance of taking the title. It's sure to be a classic here at Motive. So I'm really chomping at the bit for this one. I can't wait to see it get started. Lots and lots of fast guys out there on track who are more than capable of taking the win. So may the action begin. It was, yeah, because we did a race around Sonoma National, didn't we? I remember a couple of seasons ago. And that was, I remember that day because my internet connection was horrible and the whole screen was pixelated. The stream was absolutely ghastly. Yeah, I remember that day quite well. I was heartbroken about that stream, but tonight it is a little bit better. Admittedly, my stream quality isn't on the standard of most people who live streams, but it's significantly better than it was that day anyway. Yeah, absolutely. But currently watching the only G looks like he's just brought into the pits there. We almost lost it into the wall. Simon Blair appearing tonight as a reserve for Tier 1. Good to have him out on track with us tonight in the Ferrari 488 GTE. Also got a couple of new guys, Mito and track, sorry. Yes, it's chance to shine at the moment. Simon Blair obviously joined us yesterday at the V8 Supercars around Bathurst. It was good to have him out on track yesterday, and he's once again showing us what he can do tonight. Otherwise known as the Mutts Nuts, Simon Blair. A lot of guys will know him as the Mutts Nuts here on Project Cars 2 on the PlayStation 4 platform, and rechristened his PlayStation name to his actual name, which is probably a little bit more apt than the Mutts Nuts, but it was a great name. I always enjoyed calling him the Mutts Nuts. I did actually initially think he was called Them Nuts, and then I actually read it properly. And then again, I must have a hint of dyslexia in there somewhere. I mean, I don't know. I must do, but I never got diagnosed. So that's the unveiling, or what exactly is that coming up? Oh, excellent. Okay, well, be sure to check that out. If you're all on the Motive Racing Discord, then that will be in the general chat section, as Emo Guy said. Be sure to have a look at that. If you're not on our Discord, then be sure to join. Go to our YouTube homepage, click the icon in the top right. That will send you there, and you can have a look at what we're talking about. But you can also, more importantly, join the action that you see out on track in front of you, which is currently being led by Smithy. 128.6 at the moment, at 1.1 seconds clear of Ollie Moore at the top. Smithy goes into this race knowing he's got a chance to take the championship. He's one of 5 drivers going into this round who could potentially walk away with the glory. Just to recap very quickly, the 5 drivers who go into this with the chance of taking the bacon are Dalavan, Smithy, the only G, Archel and Falgex. So these guys separated by 28 points in the championship. We've had 10 races over the course of the season to separate them, and 28 points is all that we could find to actually lift them apart. Actually, interestingly, 2 of those guys, the top 2, Smithy and Dalavan, have not registered a single race win this season. Yeah, it's really how the top two guys in the title race both haven't won. Also, Falgues hasn't registered a victory either. And in fact, actually, there's only been three different race winners this season. The only Archer and JR, the only ones to actually register the maximum points so far, as we see. That is the qualifying session done with for tonight. My Dad Peanut taking pole at the last minute there. Great lap there from Rob, putting it at the front, a tenth of a second ahead of Smithy there. Ollie is going to line up on the second row with Dalavan, Grandad Stee and Oakbar, 5th and 6th. Then we've got AL Tel and the Dizzler, Simon led, these people rounding out top 10. And then below that, we can't quite see because the game hasn't loaded them up yet, but sure to be a great event tonight, and lots on the line. Of the championship contenders, Smithy, Dalavan in 2nd and 4th. Falgues looks like he's outside the top 10 for the start of this one, and the OG qualifying also outside the top 10, one of the contenders for the championship tonight. So looks like Dalavan and Smithy, the top two, definitely looking in the best shape, and 8 points separates them in the title race. Dalavan on 191 points, Smithy on 183 going into this sprint race. Absolutely. Imogen, just quickly, what's the timing board on at the moment? Yeah. How long is left in the session? Right, I've got to jump back out because I've got a problem. Anyone watching the stream will know exactly what that problem is. I have no idea what's happened. I've never seen this happen before. No, the classification just popped up at the end of the session, and it's nowhere near the end of the session. Right, let me just put the intermission on, guys. Back in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking for the last 5 minutes to myself on mute. I do apologise. I do apologise. I was just sat there saying, we're watching Fury in the pits. We're watching Fury in the pits, thinking you could hear me. And you couldn't. Oh no, are you serious? Flick between some people. Do a bit of flicking through. Ah, there we go. I can see your screen now. I can see Ollie. There we go. It's sorted now. Oh, thank God for that. Right, Ollie Marr currently, it says on my screen that he's first with a 0.00 second lap time. But I don't believe that is possible. That he would have to be driving faster than the speed of light for that to occur. So I think that's probably a bit of a lie on the stream. Currently got Smithy sat on provisional pole position on a 1 minute 27.4. He's 6 tenths ahead of Maida Peanut. He's splitting the two championship contenders, Smithy and Dalavan. Got ALTL in 5th at the moment, Stee in 7th. DC Wrestle doing a good job tonight, sat in 8th place for the time being. We've also got the Dizzler sat in 9th, M28 Mito in 10th position, Ugbar, Mr. Simon Blair, Karkado, Dino in 14th, Falguest and Fury rounding out the field. Falguest with an outside shot at taking the championship tonight. He's 28 points off of the lead. It'd be interesting to see if he can get it together and put it at the front here in this qualifying session. Currently watching Ollie, looks like he's going to get one more run here at pole position tonight. Can he put it at the top and sign off the season in the best possible way tonight? Looks like Maida Peanut and Ayata both pitted from 4th and 5th, or 3rd and 4th, should I say. And it looks like Ollie's lost it. Ollie's spun the car, and that is Dalavan now. Dalavan, well, no, back on Ollie again. It looks like Dalavan's put it within a 10th of a second off the pole time. Dalavan's put it up in 2nd place with a 1:27.5. That is a fantastic lap time there. So Smithy and Dalavan, the 1 and 2 in the championships, 8 points separates them coming into this race in Dalavan's favour. So Smithy knows he needs to get ahead of him in both races if he wants to win the championship here. And he's currently doing what he needs to do. Dalavan, though, 3 tenths up on his personal best, coming through the middle sector, coming through the last part now. The clock is at 0 minutes, so that is that for the session. Smithy's in the pits. He's not going to be able to respond to whatever Dalavan does here as he comes through the final flat-out right hand and into the last hairpin. What can Dalavan do? Our Italian driver, our championship leader here in the GTEs here at Motive Racing. He's going to tear out the last corner and up the pit straight here. What is it going to be for Dalavan? Over the line he comes. And it's pole. Pole position for Dalavan there. The championship leader showing why he is at the top. Smithy's got some work to do in the sprint race now if he wants to take the title away from the Italian. Maida Peanut lines up on 3rd with ALTL. We got Stee and DC Russell behind those guys. Then we got the Flying Dutchman with the Dizzler next to him, M28 Mito and Simon Blair, Karkado and Dino, and Falguest goes 6th right at the death of the session there. Oh no, that's very, very unfortunate there for Ollie. It looks like, well, on my screen he's first on a 0 minute 0.0. So yeah, obviously. But yeah, he's first on a 0.00.000. So Ollie Marr there going faster than the speed of light here at Sonoma in California tonight. I'm not sure if he's been to the to NASA over in Florida before, making the trip across the states to California, but whatever it is. Hold on, wait, no, NASA's in Texas. I don't know, so NASA's in Texas and the Space Center's in Florida. Anyway, regardless, Dalavan takes pole position. Smithy might have Peanut, Falguest. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go racing here for the sprint race. This is the final race of the season here at Motive Racing for the GTEs. The championship is on the line tonight. Dalavan, Ollie, Smithy, Dalavan. Hold on, why is Ollie starting second? He's not, is he? No, he's not. He's not. That's not right. Why is Ollie second? What? I think I don't know. Did he do an amazing lap time at the end? I don't know what happened there. Did he put in a lap at the end of the session? I don't think he did. He qualified 7th, didn't he? I'm sure he did. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go lights out here for the final race of the season here at Sonoma. Dalavan and Smithy starting in first and third, the two main championship contenders, also in with a shot of taking the title tonight is Falguest, who sat in 6th here on the grid.
I think it could be a little bit of a glitch, mainly because you're still using the same stream from the tier 2, so it may, because it's, since it's been extended.
Okay, yeah. Possibly. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go lights out here at Sonoma for round 6, the final race of the season here in Tier 1, the Motor Racing's GTE Championship. Who's it going to be? Dalavan, Smithy or Falguest? It looks like we're underway, and it's a great start there from ALTEL from 7th place. Got away very nicely, put us alongside DC Wrestle already. It looks like Ollie is up into first off the line here. Dalavan down to P2, Smithy in 3rd. We've got Amanda Peanut. Falguest is up to 5th place ahead of ALTEL. It looks like we've got Opar having a look here on Grandad Steam. Got somebody off onto the left-hand side, onto the barriers. Looks like the Dizzler's gone off there at turn 2 in the background. It's M28, Mitsu. Mitsu has gone off at the turn 2. He's down to last place here on the opening lap. In the meantime, we've got Grandad Steve here trying to get past the Dizzler in the battle for 14th and 15th. Looks like Steve goes very, very wide there in the portion. Hits the braking marker with him as well. His rival not thankful for taking the braking marker out there. In the meantime, it looks like the Dizzler's got back past him. And what's happening at the front? It looks like Ollie is holding on just ahead of Smithy and might have Peanut. These guys very close. And it looks like we got a spinner. Dalavan has spun.
Who's Dalavan?
Dalavan has spun.
Oh no!
Unbelievable. Dalavan, the man who led the championship coming into this race, has spun on the exit of that long left-hander. And he's down to 15th place.
Oh, that is not good.
Goodness. We'll have to look back at the stream and see what happened there. Because I must admit,
It got clipped from the back.
Did he get clipped? Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that is horrible.
That is a real shame, and it had to happen like that as well. Well, Dalavan can get it going once again. He's still got a chance of taking the championship tonight. He obviously led the championship by 8 points coming into this race, but Smithy is going to have a massive advantage now in the points. I'm just having a look back through the stream now to check and see what happened. No, he lost it by himself, I think.
Oh, he did?
I think he lost it by himself. I double check it again. I really do hope that was the case, because if he did get clipped, then that is a horrible way to decide a championship. But I believe, looking back at the stream, he did actually lose it by himself. I hope that is the case. Anyway, Smithy leading the way at the moment. Yeah, he did. I know it's difficult to tell. It's difficult to tell.
Oh.
It's really difficult to tell. It looks like he lost it by himself. He was helped round, but by that point, I think he'd already lost it. I don't know.
Well, that's why we have that's why we save the replays, so we can look back and see exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's it. No, he did. He did lose it by himself. He ran into the back of My Dad Peanut. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dalavan spun the car by running into the back of My Dad Peanut, coming out of that long left-hander down the hill in the middle sector. And he's now down to P16. Hopefully he can get it going and get some good points here in this race and minimise the damage done in the battle with Smithy for the championship. But that is absolutely heartbreaking. But My Dad Peanut is pushing Smithy all the way here. It's 8/10 of a second separates these boys as they come into the last sector now. And through the last corner here, this is a very, very close race between these guys. Smithy with a lot on the line, My Dad Peanut with nothing to lose here. So, Emo guy, do you think My Dad Peanut's going to chance a move or try and take some risks in this one?
Well, with this kind of track, it's so easy to make a mistake. So I have a feeling he's probably just going to sit back, keep an eye on Smithy, and try and see if we can try and make some kind of mistake on one of these corners, and then that'll be his chance to get up there.
Yeah, definitely it will be. As we see, these guys definitely pulling away from Ollie Marr now. Ollie Marr down in third, 3.4 seconds off the pace. Smithy doing his personal best on this lap. Obviously, we only had 2 laps so far, but he's definitely senses that Mighty Peanut's closing in onto him, and he wants to put that gap out as much as he can, put some breathing space between him and Mighty Peanut. And obviously, these guys are teammates in the Porsche teams, so it's going to be very interesting to see if Mighty Peanut holds fire or if he does, in fact, go for the victory. It's going to be a difficult decision here because obviously he wants to go out on a high.
Oh, he's lost it again. Dalavan's lost it. That's no, it's not
Dino.
that. I thought it was Dalavan. Ah.
Oh,
You
no,
did
Dino.
so well. I was watching the scoreboard. He went all the way up to 10th.
Oh, what Dalavan did?
No, Dino, he was all the way up in 10th, so he was building his lead, so he was.
But Dino looks like he's right into the wall there. Oh my goodness, Dino's losing so much time. He's down to last place now. That Ford GT is in the wars here tonight. He's really struggling. He was, as you say, making good progress. Grandad Steve riding on board with him at the moment. He's trying to hold off Simon Blair in the battle for 6th and 7th. Simon Blair doing pretty good lap times, faster than what we saw him doing in the qualifying session. A lot faster than what we saw him doing in the qualifying. And he's looking to try and get this move here. Oh, what's happened there?
Oh, it's Intel's Peanut.
Oh no! Peanut is struggling. He's now got Falguest all over the back of him. Falguest came into this round with an outside shot at winning the championship. Was 28 points behind championship leader Dalavan coming into this one. It looks like he's going to lose some tier 2 Smithy, who he was 20 points behind coming into this round. So Smithy is going to have that gap. Smithy should come away from this sprint race with the championship lead. We will run the numbers after the sprint race and get the exact figures before the start of the feature, guys. So be sure to stay tuned for that to actually see what the exact running order is coming into the final race. The final race here, which will be the feature race tonight.
It looks like Dalavan is starting to make some kind of comeback. He's up to 13th, but he's right up the back end of Akbar. So he's less than 10th for second behind him. So he's definitely looking to come back.
Yeah, I think it's definitely on the cards. I reckon that Dalavan is probably more than capable of getting in a top 10 position. You get 8 points for finishing 10th here at Motor Racing. Smithy will be picking up the maximum of 35 for the win. So 27 points Smithy would be gaining on him. It would require a really, truly unbelievable performance from Dalavan. He'd have to take the win in the feature and hope that Smithy gets caught up in something or other. But for the time being, Smithy looks like he is definitely the favourite for Motive Racing's GTE Championship tonight. Currently doing.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's definitely, like I've been saying, with him in the Clios, he's definitely got a point to prove. He's got the pace, he's got the patience. It just has to keep it concentrated, don't let anybody get inside of his head, and the one's going to be in the bag for him.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, Mighty Peanut still keeping pace. So last time around, Mighty Peanut half a second quicker than Smithy.
I've just realised there's the only G's in that.
Yeah, the only G retired from the race. He's not feeling too good tonight, and he allowed one of the guys who didn't manage to get in to the race to actually race tonight. Reconsider it, take him on for the team. I know, it's unfortunate for him.
It's the same with Nathan. He's not, also with Nathan Rotter. He wasn't feeling too well tonight either, so he had to pull out with the GTEs. Hopefully he's feeling better by tomorrow, so he can try and defend, or try and take some points from myself, and have a good, so me and him can have a good battle for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Well, I hope he's feeling good on Friday because he's got a chance of taking the championship in the tier 2s. He's got a 17-point lead going into the final round this week in GT5 Genetic Cup tier 2 at Zolder. So definitely tune in for that one. G's already wrapped up the championship in tier 1 for that, so he's well and truly home and hosed as we see. Mighty Peanut now all over the back of Smithy here. 7/10 of a second separating these guys. Still Smithy managing to weather the storm and soak up the pressure for the time being, but it must be getting pretty hot in that car now. He must be sweating now. He knows what's at stake at this point, and it must be incredibly challenging for him at this point.
Oh yeah, well now that I'm just looking at the live map, it looks like they're going to be coming up. Oh never mind, I was just about to say they're coming up behind a back marker, but it looks like a back marker has pulled off or crashed and let them by.
Yeah, it looks like that must have been Dino there. Yeah. So Dino being very sportsmanlike and allowing the lead to go through. So Smithy and Minor Peanut still battling it out for the leads. Ollie's maintaining that gap of a second to DC Wrestle in the battle for third. Looks like Grandad Steve running all by himself in fifth. Dalgas has put a little bit of breathing space between himself and Aotel. Simon Blair's dropped off the back of Peanut. Carcado in ninth at the moment, a couple of seconds to the next guy in 10th, who is the Dizzler. John Boy running in some clean air with Dalavan. Looks like he's chasing him down, so Dalavan, we're expecting him to be on the back of John Boy in a lap or two, most likely. So that's going to be a tasty one. John Boy never want to allow people to breeze past. Let's get some eyes on 11th and 12th, my guy, because I think this is going to be a pretty tasty one.
Oh yeah, there's three of them.
Yeah, I think... I mean, John Boy's a very clean, fair racer, but he's never going to give you the position for free. You're going to have to work for it if you have to.
Oh, yeah.
If you get up to him. So Dalavan now might find this to be a little bit of a challenge here. He's half a second up on his personal best lap time in this race so far. Obviously, had his spin on the opening lap, lost it coming out of the downhill left-hander in the middle sector here at Sonoma, which is so tricky to get right. And you feel like you're out of the corner before you actually are. Those rear tyres can really kick you out, and you can have an absolute mare coming out of there. So it does look like Dalavan trying to recover up to 11th place in this. It looks like he's got past John Boy. John Boy's made a mistake, and that is Dalavan up into 11th, and he's done his personal best lap of the race so far. So John Boy there making it a bit easier there for him there, unintentionally. What one would presume. But Dalavan up into P11. Next up for him now is the Dizzler, and not too further up the road is Carcado and Simon Blair. Simon Blair looks like he's lost it. Simon Blair's retired from the race. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Blair is out. I didn't see what happened there. I don't know if he disconnected or if that was him retiring the car. But whatever it is, Simon Blair no longer in the race tonight.
Well, it looks like he might be in the pits. I'm not too sure.
No, that's 28 Mito there, so that's Simon Blair. It's done for this one, unfortunately. There we see Mito's coming into the pits, even though there is no mandatory pit stop for the sprint race.
Well, I'm definitely seeing two people in those pits, and yeah, that's definitely two people in the pits, but yet there's only one on the board saying that they're in the pits. So that must be Simon.
Yeah, it does look like it. We see Minor Peanut still all over the back of Smithy, but electing not to put immense pressure on him at this stage. And you've got to respect Minor Peanut for that. He's trying to stay out of the championship battle if he can, and not get involved. He doesn't want to ruin his friend Smithy's chances of taking the GTE title here tonight.
These two, they always perform extremely well together on the track. They know each other's limits. They know when to push by. They know when to take, to chance for an overtake, and when not to. They're just the perfect combination of what a team should be on this, in the tier, the elite tier.
Oh, absolutely. And Minor Peanut, very, very sensible. Obviously, used to race in esports. Did Rob back in the day. That was back when he was on a controller. He races with the T500 or 300, I think.
I think it's 500.
Yeah, T500 RS, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's very, very much a full package sim racer, and is making his return to this track tonight. Had to do had a few personal things going on in the background, which was preventing him from racing recently. But he's well and truly back in the game and looking to get some good points and possibly even a race victory tonight if he can indeed find his way past Smithy. Flashing his lights there for us on the stream. He's listening to the stream. He's watching. He knows we're talking about him here. There we go.
They're both blacked out. Blackout Tuesday.
Blackout. Yeah, there we go. Well spotted there, actually. Yeah, I hadn't noticed. Yeah. well picked up on. I wouldn't have thought of that, but yeah, a good point.
Blackout Monday anyway.
Oh yeah, for tomorrow, are we going to get the Clio Cup drivers to... Oh no, I think it's in daytime anyway. I think the race is in daytime.
I think, yeah, it is, yeah.
So everyone's going to have their lights off anyway. That would be so cool if we had like a night race and everyone just raced with their lights off.
Well, I'm sure we can get something sorted out with short notice for it.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be
we'll just have to
be a nice gesture, but anyway, we're still seeing these guys looking pretty close on the track at the moment. It's coming over the line to complete lap 9 of this one. 0.3 of a second separating these boys, and still might have been not looking too much in a hurry to get past him. Battle for P3. Ollie and DC Wrestle look very, very close on the track. Let's get some eyes on DC Wrestle and Ollie if we can. There we go. As they're coming down the pit straight now, Ollie Marr still holding him off at the moment. It does look like DC Wrestle is pushing him though. This is developing into quite a tasty exchange between these guys, and DC Wrestle has been lapping slightly fast. He was 0.3 quicker on that previous lap. Ollie has now got his mirrors full and he must have his attention pretty much focused on keeping him at bay in the final few laps of this race. We're into the final 5 minutes here at Sonoma for the sprint race for Tier 1 tonight, the championship decider, and Smithy's looking very, very good for it at the moment. Dalavan has managed to pick off ALTL. He's up into 8th place. He's made some fantastic progress. A brilliant comeback drive from Dalavan tonight. Had a spin on the opening lap which set him back massively, but he is all over the back here of the Dizzler.
Well, for me personally, next season, I feel like I'm going to terminate my contract with Chevy and pick up and try and see if I can skip myself for a contract with Ford. Because I'm really liking the look of those GTE Fords.
Yeah, if you can get a setup working for the Ford, it's absolutely beautiful. I've seen it really has worked for a lot of people. It's not the easiest to get right. I think that's the easiest when you've got a car that works. It can be absolutely golden.
Oh yeah, I do have the setup. I was for other racing league that I'm in. I had to do a time trial around Silverstone and GTE cars. Chose the Ford, got myself a good setup, and managed to get myself into the top 5 fastest people for the selection. So I feel like I'm going to have a decent setup for it.
Yeah, absolutely. As you still see, we've got Dalavan picking his way through the pack. He's now all over the back here of the Dizzler as they come into the last turn. 4 minutes left to go here in this session, and this is going to be an absolutely fantastic end to see if Dalavan can indeed get up into P7 and pick up some good points. He gets 17 points for finishing in 7th place. That would mean he'd only lose 18 points to Smithy, and obviously had an 8-point lead coming into this race. So the gap would be 10 points going into the feature race. Pretty close, I would say.
Oh, Peanuts went off.
Oh, ALTL
He's retired.
The race. Oh no. ALTL is out of the race. He's knocked this one on the head.
Oh, it's definitely no, like I said, it's definitely one of those kind of tracks that's going to put you through your paces, especially with slow corners and the fast-paced turns. It's definitely one that's kind of confusing, but like every other track, as long as you've got the pace, as long as you keep that line, keep the speed, you're going to be out there. You're going to be fighting with other people to keep your place.
Absolutely. It's one of those at the moment. We see DC Wrestle within a second here of Ollie. Last time round he was a fraction faster, but he still can't find a way through for the time being. Ollie clinging on to a podium spot. Great job here from Ollie Marr tonight. And he's run a little bit wide though, as I say that. Commentator's curse, and now DC Wrestle's
up. Oh no!
And up into P3. Oh no! So unfortunate for Ollie there. As I was just bigging him up and complimenting him, and he has gone off onto the left-hand side, onto the dirt, and DC Wrestle is up a position into the final podium spot in the Ford GT. The Porsche still on the back of him though. It'll be interesting to see if he can respond coming into the later part of this race. We'll have to keep an eye on this one and see how it develops here, my guy. But very, very unfortunate there for Ollie. Losing the podium spot. He's still there though, still within a chance of getting that position back.
Oh yeah, DC Russell must be ecstatic right now, being able to, I feel as long as he keeps hold of that position, then he'll be ecstatic that he's managed to prefer the podium finish for this first of the final 2. Who is that stopped in the middle of the track?
Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look back through.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
that was Dino.
Dino there. Very unfortunate there. He's a couple of laps down now in this race, losing lots and lots of time to the leaders.
Yeah, the leaders had to swerve to get out of his way in quite an aggressive fashion there.
Yeah, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick update on the championship situation. The lead going into this one for Dalavan was 8 points over Smithy. Smithy is going to gain 18 points on Dalavan in this race, so he will have a lead of 9 points going into the feature race. You get 35 points for a race victory, 30 for second, 27 for third, and 25 for fourth. So, what this will mean is pretty much if Dalavan can finish first and finishes in fourth, then Dalavan will take the championship. If Dalavan wins, Smithy just has to finish third. This is if the order stays as it is at the moment, with My Dad Peanut being Smithy's wingman and finishing in second place. But it's going to be Smithy just needs to finish in third place in the feature race if he's going to take the title. He can't qualify for the feature race. Obviously, the top five, the rule is that the top five don't qualify, so he's going to have to sit it out, which means he'll be starting from near enough the back of the field. Dalavan, sat in seventh at the moment, will be able to qualify, so he will be looking to make the most of it, which pretty much means you're going to have the man in second place in the championship starting near the front, and you're going to have the man who has the lead starting towards the back. So it's going to be a fascinating end to this season. It's going to be brilliant, and Smithy just needs to finish in third in the championship to take the title. He needs to finish third in the feature race to take the title.
Well, even with the way that things currently stand in when there's race, it's still anybody's race going into the final feature race of the GTE season. So right now it's still. You can put your money on anybody that's in that top 5 position, and it's still going to be anybody's chance. You just don't know what's going to happen. But unfortunately, we can't read tell the future as My Dad Peanut. Oh, he overtakes Smithy.
Oh, that was very, very close there between those guys. Just about keeping it together here, but it does look like My Dad Peanut has got ahead of him here. So this is now going to shake things up here in the championship race. Is My Dad Peanut going to stay ahead of him here as they come into the last sector now? My Dad Peanut leading the race. Smithy all over the back of him as they come through this final section of the track now. Smithy is going to look to the inside here, coming to the last line. Very late on the brakes here. Smithy's up the inside. My Dad Peanut gives him the space. It looks like they're going to go side by side here on the exit. Smithy's up the inside. My Dad Peanut relinquishes the position, flashes his lights there, probably saying, "What was that?" as Smithy takes the victory here at Sonoma in the sprint race. My Dad Peanut second. Good battle from those guys. Looks like a little bit elbows out there from Smithy as he took the win. Ollie Marr is going to come around in third, and in the end beats DC Wrestle. DC Wrestle looks like he had a horror show of a lap on the previous time round. Lost 7 seconds, or 9 seconds even to Ollie. Ollie comes over in third, DC Wrestle fourth. Falguest looks like his championship challenge is all but gone here. Finishes in 5th place in the sprint race. We got Grandad Steve 6th. Dalavan comes over in 7th. So Smithy gets 35 points for the win. Dalavan 17. Dalavan loses 18 points to Smithy. The gap going into the final race, the feature race, is 10 points. 10 points separates the boys.
Well, just like I was saying there, just as My Dad Peanut overtook Smithy, it was still anybody's chance at this. Obviously, My Dad Peanut, he wasn't a contender for the championship, but he still kept his foot down. He definitely had his eyes on first place.
Yeah, he must have done indeed, as we see Smithy managing to come back at him in the last turn there. Very, very impressive there.
The Flying Dutchman. I was not expecting that kind of an 8th place finish for him. Normally he's up there fighting with the rest of them. Putting on a good show, but obviously tonight the track just did not agree with him.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm just having a look here. I don't know if is there a fastest? Is there a point for pole position here in GTE?
I know there's a point for the fastest lap.
Yeah.
The fastest lap actually did go to Smithy. Let's see.
Yeah, Smithy doing the fastest lap there. So actually, the gap going into the last race is 11 points. So just having a look at the count back here. Smithy taking the win. It looks to me like Smithy needs to finish 4th. No, hold on. This is incredibly close. We're going to have to run the numbers on this one. Guys, we'll be back very, very shortly for the qualifying session for the feature race. Join us in a bit. We'll be back on shortly. I just need to figure this out. Join us in 5 minutes' time. We'll be back on for the final race, guys. Stay tuned. See you in a mo.
Fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? Cause
Damn, that was a good one.
I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. It's always times like these when I think of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me. Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory. Cause I'll need you, and I'll miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass me by? Oh, cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you. If I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight.
Down by the river, I was drawn by your grace into depths of oblivion, into the lover's place. I was stuck in a puddle full of tears and unwise dark doings. Now I know that we've paid unlike many I know. Hey, when we walked on, I felt like we can throw away the falseness of our past. And I know, too, it's been the hardest days for you. Let's throw them out the window, that's what those lovers do.
Try to be honest, I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really wanted it. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. Only thing that I can do, I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. Oh, I need you closer. I want you and only you. I want you and only you. Only thing that I can do, I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. I need you closer. I want you and only you. I want you and only you. Try to be honest, I'm not good at letting down my guard, but I really wanted it. Before you, I was running in the dark. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I can't live without you. I want you and only you. Only thing that I can do, I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. I need you closer. I want you and only you. I want you and only you.
Did you know that Spotify is available on Google Home? Now you can ask your favorite little speaker to turn itself into a big old dance party just by using your voice. It's like having a personal DJ on call. Ask Google to play your favorite playlist, give some love to your new favorite song, and turn up the volume of your favorite podcast. Tap the banner to get started with Google Home. What's even better than having millions of songs at your fingertips for free? Getting thousands of the world's most loved podcasts in your earbuds too. On Spotify, you can listen to shows from the worlds of comedy, politics, entertainment, sports, business, cats, the business of cats who play sports, just about anything your heart desires. Whatever your niche, Spotify has a podcast for you. Tap on the banner to check out what's streaming right now.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. Without the step we take, key approach to the grace, moment so casually. We're dancing in the same, give you another day.
Counting days since my love up and got lost on me. And every breath that I've been taking since you left feels like a waste on me. I've been holding on to hope that you'll come back when you can find some peace. Cause every word that I've heard spoken since you left feels like a hollow street. I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind. Oh my Lord, I need you by my side. There must be something in the water, cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you'd keep my head from going under. Maybe I'm just being blinded by the brighter side of what we are because you're sober. Well, there must be something in the tide. I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind. Oh my Lord, I need you by my side. There must be something in the water, cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you'd keep my head from going under. Your love I'm lost in, your love I'm lost in, your love I'm lost in. I'm tired of being so exhausted. Your love I'm lost in, your love I'm lost in, your love I'm lost in. Even though I'm nothing to you now, even though I'm nothing to you now.
If you look at it from Fowl's view, someone saved it. You'll see everything. Looking in.
Yeah.
Back end of road, but it's just gone. That's the fucking usual.
That's stupid, ain't it? Right, so I'm thinking, I can't fix it at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sonoma. We're here for the final race of the season, the feature race tonight for the final round. And this is where the championship is going to get decided. If he goes into this wanting to finish the race, he just needs to be classified and he will take the championship. Himself and Falguest, both with a mathematical charge. Dalavan, unfortunately unable to make it for the feature race, so that means that Smithy is more or less certainly going to be crowned champion here, but he still needs to complete the race in the top 10 if he wants to indeed get the position. Looking forward to a great night looking forward to a great feature race here, and Emo Guy, the chances are very, very high that Smithy is going to be IGT champion tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, even unless Smithy has a catastrophic race and comes in last place, Falguest comes in the podium spot, it's still going to be Smithy that comes out on top.
Yeah, more than likely at this point that is going to be the case, but we're going to want to take the win tonight and run out the season in the best possible way. We saw a great battle between Smithy and My Dad Peanut at the end of that race. Smithy making the dive up the inside after My Dad Peanut had overtaken him towards the end of the lap. So it's been absolutely fascinating racing so far tonight. We can't wait for it to get underway for this feature race and possibly crown a new champion here at Motive Racing in the shape of Smithy, succeeding Thorsten Borschott, who took the GTE championship last season and becoming the new champion. Smithy also goes into the Cup tomorrow with a chance of the championship, but at the moment it's all about this one tonight, and it should be an absolutely great one. It should be a really great one.
Oh yeah. Just so I do need to talk to you about something that's been annoying me now for the past few weeks that I just keep on forgetting to talk to you about.
What's that?
It's the fact why is Smokey Dell able to race in tier 2 and tier 1 when we have the rule of not being able to cross the tiers?
I'm not really sure what that one is. That's really Gene's call. I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't really noticed it much, really, to be honest.
Yeah, because he was in the tier 2 race tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I honestly can't give you an answer to that. We are going to try and get the race winners from the previous race into the commentary box if we can. That's My Dad Peanut, Smithy, and Ollie.
Yeah.
If we can get those guys in, that would be awesome. They've sent them out the invites, so they should hopefully be on their way in a few moments' time. But yeah, what great sprint race that was between those guys. It was a little bit argy-bargy at the end, but apparently according to them it was all good. There was no malice or harm intended in any of the incidents that we saw. So that's good news. That is good news as far as we're concerned.
I guess you could say it was 100% calculated.
100% calculated, indeed. Very clever, very smart, very cute.
I guess, if we had one of those kind of segments where we had the overtake or the battle of the week, then I'd definitely be putting that as a really high candidate for the battle of the week for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Just Ollie requested he had an interview. He actually asked if we could interview him in the build up to this, but he hasn't. No one's actually jumped into the call, so I don't know if we are going to get these guys in. I just need to shoot for 1 minute. Oh my god, if you can stay this for a second, I just need to go and sort something out. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. We're looking at the Flying Dutchman that is Akbar. They try to defend his pole position lead for now, while there's only 4 men left in the box. He seems to be on a good lap so far, trying not to overpush his car and trying to keep that professional pole position as he takes that a little bit wide now. And that's that lap over and done with. jump on board for John Boy right now. Also, John Boy not having the best of races during our... Oh no, they have a collision. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's like... That's... Who was that? That could have been... Oh, it was Dino they had a collision with. Oh no. John Boy was in a flying lap there as well. That was extremely unfortunate.
And one defended him from the front, and no, that did not sound right whatsoever.
Oh, it's John Boy loses it.
But that's just how it is sometimes.
Let's see if we can jump on board with
needless to say,
MR
Cypher Knight is fighting
Motorful Racing's very own Simon Blair. See if we can try and put in a flying lap around here. Of course, that is a very difficult track, especially when you come up to this very first corner. It's hard to get right. It's one of those corners where you can just never get it right.
Quite a while.
You know, all the time you're bouncing at one point.
So he's managed to keep Cypher Knight fended off now for 20 minutes. 25 minutes left.
Oh no, as he spends it as well.
Close to the halfway mark.
We have Grandad C coming up into the final half of the track.
Keeping the pressure on Cypher Knight.
See what you can do.
Like I said, Cypher Knight, we can look at his car and tell he is carrying a little bit of damage. Randallux got a little wide coming out of that turn.
Of course, that's a very high-speed part of the track. Just try to get those corners right, especially with this one where it is very easy to go wide.
There on the grass, you hit the accelerator, and it will definitely spin you right
Come
around.
up to the final corner.
Yep, that definitely.
See if you can try and improve on that time.
A few tenths, put him just outside the 1 second range. Still, Cypher Knight right there, 1 second behind King Quinn. It's only about 2 car lengths separating the two.
That always is up to 3rd place.
Oh, but I've got to go up
very
here
good
and
driving there
check
from
on
Grandad
these
Steve.
drivers right here.
This is it.
Faster has
Oh, that's
now
just not good.
closed the gap and caught up to Agulator. Get yourself in those little pockets, like some of the leaders have done, and you start taking it a little bit easy, though you don't even realize you're taking it a little easy. Your lap times start suffering just for a couple of laps, and you don't even realize it, and it allows the driver behind you to close up a several second gap.
This is just not a good time for anybody right now.
Is under pressure from
as John Boy is going into the final sector.
In his 2nd place position.
Coming down the long straight down to the final corner, see if we can try and improve on that lap time and try and get onto pole position.
Randallux is in and out of the 1 second mark.
Oh, as he hits the wall, that will slow him down.
Faster's bouncing back and forth between the 1 second gap.
Of course, guys, if you do like what you see here, what you're watching right now, then please feel free to click the link down below. It will take you to our Discord. It is at 100% free, and see if you can try. And if you think you've got what it takes, then please do sign up for season 3. The sign-ups are now live for every single season, every single championship that we have here at Motor Racing, and we hope to see you in the Discord and on the track during season 3.
Statement there, but he's doing a great job of staying with them. And of course, though, all the pressure that Randallux can manage to put on Cypher Knight is just going to relieve his teammate King Quinn a little bit and help King Quinn hold on to 5th.
Oh, Intel puts in a 1 minute 28.4, which puts him into pole position.
It down to about 3.5 seconds to Randallux. He's slowly closing that gap, but he's only 2 seconds in front of Becerra. We are not done seeing those two fight just yet. Now, Toby does have himself setting quite nicely in 10th.
And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Right now we have Intel, that is Peanut, in 1st place. We still have John Boy as he's coming round, and it's not going to be a good lap for him, unfortunately.
Makes a mistake, Lennon's going to be right there on top of him.
Yeah, it looks like that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So, AOTEL there, great lap there, we go, really making the most of that rule. The top 5 unable to qualify. Smithy, championship leader, down at the bottom of the order, but we're expecting him to take the title. He must be the overwhelming favourite at this stage. Falgues with a very long shot of overhauling him. We're about to go
Still
racing
not
here for the
quite
feature
able
race,
to
the final
do
race of the season. Guys, if you like what you see here at
Again,
Motive
on
Racing, be
these
sure
three
to hit
that
that
are
like
just
button,
not
subscribe to
letting
us on
up
YouTube,
whatsoever.
hit the bell so you're notified when we go live here, and join us on Discord if you want to get involved in the action that you see in front of you. Here on the Motor Racing channel. Be sure to check us out on Twitch, also at twitch.tv/motorracing. We're about to go lights out here for this one. Airtel lining up at the front with Ugbar alongside him. Then John Boy and Steve, Simon Blair and Mito lining up on the third row. You've got the Dizzler and Dino, Smoky Devil, DC Wrestle rounding out the top 10. Then you've got My Dad, Ollie, Falgast and Smithy, our possible champion-elect here, lining up at the back of the field.
Quinn pushing very hard. Oh, Randallup's really trying to go for a move.
Well,
there.
Smithy
Got a
definitely
lot
has a
of
cut out from this time,
speed
especially
coming out
where
of that
she's been
corner, but
smack
just
bang
wasn't quite able
last.
to get around Cypher Knight
You
coming
know,
down the
he's been
straight.
putting a really good lap time,
And
especially for
Cypher Knight
a race at the start there.
no choice
He was,
but
he was
to try
obviously
and
putting the
slip
fastest
to the
lap, so this
outside
should be a
again,
slam dunk for him.
which, as we have already seen, is
Absolutely,
very,
it's a
very
true
difficult to do.
open goal here.
can do it,
And
but it's damn hard to make
we're very, very
that
surprised we
pass
didn't
track in
convert this
these
opportunity.
conditions.
Calavan,
It's just too cold.
unfortunately, unable to make it for the feature. I don't know if he rated his chances of taking the title. He's clearly had like a moment of probably that loss of confidence at this point. Decided he's not going to partake, which is a real shame. It is unfortunate to lose him here for this feature race, but regardless, we are going to get going. The show must go on, and we are moments away here. We must be seconds away. These guys are just making the final preparations for the setup. And Immo Guy, who's your pick for this one? Who would you say is a dark horse for the win, or indeed your main favourite?
Given Smithy's performance last race, being able to keep a good, strong lead ahead of Mad Peanut, and going to keep my eyes on for him. I've been saying it for quite the past few weeks that Smithy is definitely going to be in for a great chance of winning the championship, and here he is today.
Here we go, we're about to go lights out here. It looks like we're underway, and it's a decent start there from Woodbar. Looks like John Boy got a slightly better one though. Looks like they're signing up towards turn one. It looks like Airtel got away now.
Big crash.
We've got a big crash. Who is that? I think that might have Peanut involved. Falgast also caught up in that incident, and Dino, very unfortunate. Dino seems to not be able to get a break here in this GTE championship. He's been involved in so many incidents tonight. It's unfortunate to see down to P13 here in this one, but in the meantime, Airtel leads the pack from John Boy, Grenadstein and the Dizzler at the front.
Teammates of Beam Racing sitting in 5th and 6th.
Well, Smithy's definitely lucky to have avoided that incident, as he is the championship leader at this point, and definitely going to be the championship winner after this race is done. 25 laps from now, he's definitely got his eyes set, and he's not going to let anything stop him from taking the W here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see DC Wrestle here trying to get past Smithy's pulling off the back of him, but also DC Wrestle. No, sorry, it's the other way around. DC Wrestle coming under pressure now from Smithy in the battle for 4th and 5th. Smithy looking right and left, already up into P5. Can he get up into 4th here? Looks to the outside of the 4 GT, but DC Wrestle covers the inside. Very nice at the time. He's gone very, very wide.
Oh, he forced him wide.
Yeah, Smithy up into 4th place there. Looks like DC Wrestle feeling the pressure a little bit. Too much there, and Smithy is up into 4th place. What would have been a champion position had Dalavan taken the start. Unfortunately, Dalavan electing not to take the start, didn't rate his chances of taking the championship with Smithy's pace that he's got this evening. So it's unfortunate he didn't decide to take the last race. We've got DC Wrestle still sitting to the back of him though. It looks like Smithy's got past Stee as well, so Smithy up into 3rd place here. Can he go round off the season on a high and take the victory in the final feature race of the season? It would be a brilliant achievement if he can indeed do that. As we can see there, it looks like John Boy's gone off. John Boy's had a little spin there, and he's lost lots of time. He's almost into the fence on the side of the track. Oh no, John Boy all over the place. Oh no. Oh, John Boy's losing it. John Boy's lost it. That is a shame to see John Boy there in the wars. was, but he's got it forward, pointing in the right direction again. He's down in P11 though. With
Smithy's down in
Smithy, what happened to Smithy? Yeah,
allowed Duke Martin to really start
unbelievable.
closing the gap back up.
Somebody's on the wall.
Now only about 1.5 seconds.
Oh, it's
Peanut.
Oh
Not
no,
that
Rob
far out either in ninth.
coming into the hairpin in the middle sector. He's dropped down to P10 here.
Looks like
He
about
was
2.2
second in the sprint race, but the
Duke
feet's
Martin.
gone horribly wrong
Really
so
putting the
far
pressure
for
on
him.
King Quinn.
That is a shame to see.
Yep, we saw Cypher Knight make
But
sure
we've got
he went
ALTEL
all the
leading
way
the
to
field by
outside of the
3.3
track
seconds
on
at
exit
the
there.
front.
He was
Peanut
not fixing
wanting
to
to
lose
round
that
off the
position to
season
Randall
on a
Upson
high
again
here
right
tonight
there.
at Sonoma Raceway. Leads the field by 3 seconds, as we said. DC Wrestle, though, is lapping very similar lap times, only 3/10 slower than him. If he can pick up pace a little bit, he might be in with a chance of taking the win. He's got Steve close for company as well. That is the Ollie running just ahead of Smithy. Actually, Smithy looks like he's on the back of Ollie here. Here we go. Looks like he's pulling left to left-hand side. Let's get some eyes on Ollie if we can. Where's Ollie?
I think it is definitely
Let's get
safe
some
to
eyes on
say
Ollie.
that the much cooler
Where's Ollie?
conditions have
Ollie,
really
Ollie,
made
Ollie.
it
Oh,
Kirby and for a group on
there we
this
go.
track.
Ollie now
Which,
coming under
this
pressure
can
here
be a
from
very, very
Smith looking
difficult
right to the right here. He's
track.
looking to the
As we saw
inside
Cypher
of
Knight,
Ollie. Can he get
not
the
sure
position?
what
Looks like he's on the
happened there,
dirt.
but
They want to
got
run
wide.
outside.
Looks like he
Smithy's
made a
going to go
little bit of
defensive.
contact
Ollie's going to
with
go
the wall.
defensive, and Smithy's going to go right outside. Looks like Ollie has
Doesn't
the position.
appear to have hurt his
Still,
time.
but
That may
Smithy looking
actually
very
have been
feisty. Ollie looks like he's holding these guys up.
a
You've
lag
got Smithy,
or
M288,
something
Mito, and the Disla all in hot pursuit. And Valgus is very close behind these guys as well. Into the hairpin, it looks like we've got the Disla having a look here at the inside. In the meantime, it also looks as a little bit like
that was a beautiful
Mito was having a look on Smithy as well, but Ollie's still holding this pack up here. We've got a train of 5 cars battling over 4th place. Ollie, Smithy, Mito, the Disla, and Valgus.
They both
And
compromise that
Smith
corner for each other.
you want to get past as soon as he can and evade the threat that's coming up behind them, as we see. Also at the front, Airtel still with a 3-second gap to DC Wrestle, and Steve currently running in third, 5 seconds off the pace. It looks like Smithy has dropped behind Mito. Has Mito got past him here? He has. Mito's got past Smithy, and Smithy's dropped back to 8. Looks like he's going to the pits though. Smithy into the pits before his mandatory pit stop very early in this race. Could be a good tactical decision there for Smithy.
Randall up.
And are you watching something else while this is going on? Because apparently somebody else is hearing an American voice.
I just heard.
Yes.
Whoops. Do apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. We're still watching Ollie Marr at the moment, running in 4th place. That's actually annoyed me really badly now. That's really
it could have helped. It could have been helped. Now, it's not. Those things happen. Here we have Intel has built a fantastic 5-second lead on Grandad C. That's actually a really good gap to have, but he's still got to take his mandatory pit.
Yeah, he does this, but ALTEL is showing what potential he has. He's obviously, ALTEL is one of the fastest guys on PlayStation 4 here on Project Cars 2. He's a genius with the setups. A lot of people owe their knowledge of car setups on this game to Peanut here, and he is currently leading at the front. 5.6 seconds is his gap. Just everyone knows Peanut here on Project Cars 2. They all know how good he is at setting up the car, and it's great to have him out on track with us tonight, and as always here, and he's got a great chance of taking the win tonight. Smithy is going to want to have something to say about it. Sat in P12 at the moment, 42 seconds off the race lead, having made his mandatory pit stop. John Boy's also in as well. DC Wrestle and Mito all into the pits. So just to update everybody, the top 8 are still yet to come in for their mandatory pit stop. Those between 9th and 13th have all been. So that is the current state of play at the moment as the race stands on lap 5 of 25 here for the feature race, the finale here at Motive Racing. And Smithy at the moment in a championship taking position here, my guy.
Yeah, well, it's definitely got a hint of the only G type pitting strategy of trying to get out of the way early. But I was the only team would have, could have really got it done very, very sooner. But right now he's just trying to get by, it seems to M28.
Yeah, he is trying to come behind him in any way that he can, M28. And we see here, it looks like Simon Blair had a bit of an off there. We saw in the stream a few moments ago, Smithy is making progress though. He's doing. Oh no,
this is going
Smithy. Smithy's gone very, very wide there into the barriers on the right-hand side. He's going to lose a lot of time there. Hopefully he can get that straight once again.
The M28 went off as well.
Yeah, he followed him off there. He's probably using Smithy more as a reference point, and it's well and truly messed him up here. But they continue on their way, still running in some good points at the moment. Smithy 9th, Mito 10th at the moment. We've got AFL still leading the race by 5.6 seconds to Grandad Stee at the moment. Falguest sat in third, 11 seconds off the pace. Got My Dad Peanut trying to make progress after a difficult start to the race. He's sat 15 seconds off of the lead at the moment, still yet to make his mandatory pit stop, as is the Dizzler, still yet to come in. Simon Blair and Ugbar both need to come in as well. Ollie's into the pits. So Ollie's making his mandatory pit right about now. Smithy out of the last turn. So 20 laps to go here in this feature race. Smithy at the moment looking like it is going to be the championship here. Barring any major catastrophes in the later part of this race, he should be able to do it tonight. And it will be a well-deserved championship if he can indeed take it home.
Well, my prediction is sort of right at this. It's so far where Smithy being further down the board and Falguest being in third. With Falguest still having to take some mandatory pitting, with that pit lane being so long after that last corner, it's very time constraining and it takes a lot of time to get in, get everything changed and come back out in a good position.
Oh, it does absolutely, and it can be. The pit stop phase can usually last from anywhere between pretty much the first lap to the last lap. You never know when somebody's going to bring it in. It's entirely these guys' call as to when they bring it in. We've got My Dad Peanut and Mito into the pits right now for their mandatories, but yeah, it's pretty much their call. It's entirely up to them. Grandad Speed's lost it. He's spun it coming through turn 2, turn 3, and we've got a yellow flag. He's facing the wrong way. Just as I was about to say, Grandad Steve's closing that gap to Peanut. Last time around, he did a 1 minute 29.6, but he's pinned it into the wall, and that is incredibly unfortunate. As we watch Falguest now exiting the pit box, currently sat in 8th place now, in the coming towards the end of the pit lane. He's got Ollie right behind him. Looks like Ollie's coming in again.
Again?
Yeah. Sure, he's already been in. Ollie came in on the previous lap.
Yeah.
What's going on with Ollie? We'll have to find out later on. Obviously, he has come in twice when there's only one mandatory pit stop here. So I'm not exactly sure what the game plan is with that one. In the meantime, though, we're watching DC wrestle at the moment, 7th place, currently running in the low 1 minute 30s, pretty similar lap times to Smithy, who is 8 seconds up the road from him. He's got a Falguest not too far off of him as well. It looks like he's just put a lap on. No, he hasn't put a lap on anyone. But Dino currently riding with him. Currently P12 in this session. Had a difficult start to the race. Ended up getting spun round earlier on, and has been playing catch up ever since. It's been a difficult race. It's been a difficult debut tonight in the GTEs for Dino, I must say.
Yeah, it definitely has been. It's definitely not been his best outing with us here in the late tier. Just maybe just jumped too far into the deep end and maybe got himself a little bit too swamped.
Yeah, it's easily done, unfortunately. So we see Dino going off wide there.
Who's that? That was Grandad Stee off again.
Oh, goodness me. Lots and lots of guys running off here in this GTE finale tonight. It's a difficult track to get right, Sonoma, especially on the tyres, and now that the sun is rising, the track temperature is rising every second of this, so it's going to be very, very tricky as the race continues on. Stee continues on his way. He's got Simon Blair and what looks to be the Dizzler closing in on him in the background. Is the Dizzler going to make a move on Simon? It looks like he does. Oh, is that Simon making a move on the Dizzler? Oh, hold on. Oh no, it's a lap car.
Yep, that's Dino and it looks like M28.
Yeah, M28 having to barge his way through there to get past Dino. No, hold on. No, it was. Yeah, it must be. In the meantime, My Dad Peanut is in for another pit stop here.
Again?
He's in again. What is going on? Lots of guys coming in for 2 pit stops this evening.
Unless they melt that the the communication radio is just not doing too well in terms of its signaling. Yeah, they got it, and also their tires now got changed.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh.
That's so agonising there for my.
And that's allowed Simon Blair to come up to second place, but he's still got that massive 16-second gap to close in on.
Yeah, he's got a long way if he wants to get up into the lead. It looks like ALTL is having an absolute field day out there.
Oh, somebody else just came off. That's the M28 just came off.
Oh no. M28, it looks like he kept it out of the barriers though, so we shouldn't have much damage on the... just having a look on the timing with Emo guys. Smithy is actually 33 seconds off the race leader ALTL. No, we don't need that, mate. We just need but Smithy's actually 32 seconds off the race leader ALTL, so it looks like he's made a lot of gains here since his mandatory pit stop. I believe a pit stop knocks you back by about 25-30 seconds, so if Smithy can find about 5 seconds here, 5-10 seconds in the next 15-16 laps, he may find himself in with a chance of taking the lead off of ALTL. Guys who have also been into the pits, I believe DC Rowe's been in. He's currently 8-9 seconds off of Smithy, so these guys could play themselves into contention later on in the race, but I think Smithy and ALTL must surely at this point be the favourites. It's going to be between these two for the feature race win, I know that for certain, and I wouldn't be at all surprised. Yeah, well, I don't think Smithy would begrudge ALTL the win, honestly. If ALTL was to take the win tonight, because it'd be great to see Peanut on the top step. I don't believe he's won a race in the GTEs here at Motive Racing in the 2 seasons that we've had so far, so it would be cool to see him in that position if indeed that does transpire. Currently watching Smithy coming up on some traffic. It looks like that might be... who's that? Can't... What? Oh, no, hold on.
What?
I'm trying to work out who this is in front of Smithy. It's a Porsche.
It's not John Boy, it's not Grand SD, it's not Ollie.
Oh, it must be Mito. No. It might have Peanut.
Is it?
Might have Peanut having an absolute horror show here in this feature race. Managed to finish second in the sprint. It's really gone horribly wrong here for the feature. He's a lap down, and Smithy's coming around. It looks like might have Peanut for whatever reason in the feature unable to get it hooked up. We saw him absolutely smashing it in the sprint race, but unfortunately it has not transpired for him in this one. Down in P13, and looks like they're going to have a good battle there, but these guys always do. As we're seeing there, Smithy riding the curve a little bit, losing a bit of time to him. You see, Mighty Peanut has got the pace, he's got the skill. It's clear to see because he's keeping pace with Smithy. In fact, he's staying ahead of him. And,
oh no!
So, oh no, Smithy there going off into the infield. Have you had a haircut? Oh wow. Oh yeah, I got the receipt. Yeah, I'll get it for you in a bit. I posted your thing, so it's all done. It's all sorted. All right. But Smithy here, I think he's starting to struggle now that he's obviously locked horns with AOTEL in a battle for the lead. It's going to be... I think he's feeling the pressure a bit, and he wants to go out on a high. Obviously, he's pretty much got the championship signed, sealed, and posted. Sorry, it was on my mind. But he's pretty much got that one all sorted out. It's just a case of going out on a high, as I say, really. So
yeah, but he's still got a massive 36 second gap to fill. Also, if they're like we said before, with that long pit road, it is very possible that he does keep it up. But as long as he doesn't run into any more back markers, it should be okay.
Yeah, it's going to be close. If he can keep the pace up, it's going to be close between himself and AOTEL. But AOTEL doing a fantastically consistent job out at the front, lapping in the 1 minute 30s, 1 minute 31s, a second or two down on what we're seeing from Smithy, DC, and Fowl. But ultimately, it's just been about keeping his head and keep staying consistent for this race so far. Dizzler still yet to come in for his mandatory pit stop, I believe, sat in P2 at the moment, a few seconds up the road from Smithy. So when he does, that should release Smithy into P2. And ALTEL, we're expecting him to come out around... Well, he's going to be close with Smithy, I'll tell you that. It's going to be close.
Definitely. Well, it looks like Smithy's got a lot of traffic to deal with right now as he's coming up behind at least 2 or 3 back markers right now. Oh, just a bit lost it there. Looks like he's now trying to chase down. It looks like it might be Simon Blair that he's catching up, trying to chase down for 2nd place right now. But right now he still has to do one more obstacle, and that is... who is that? That's like... I don't know who that is, I can't see them. It's a black Ford, who would that be? Oh. What has happened to Simon Blair? He has not done well there. He's went all the way back down to 8. Oh, it's the Dizzler that he was trying to catch. That's who he was trying to catch. My apologies. Right, Andy, you there, mate?
Sorry, guys. Yep, I'm still here for this one. It looks like Smithy's closing that gap at the front to. Sorry, I'm like on mute there.
No, it's good. I unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this short. My daughter has just been a major pain in the ass tonight.
Oh, no worries, mate. No worries. All right.
Sorry about that, mate.
Right, though? Is it alright?
Yeah. She's just, she's just refusing to sleep. Keeps on, I hate to say this on stream, but keeps on she keeps on stripping herself down.
Oh no. Okay. That's
Yeah.
Alright. Probably best to take care of that one, mate. Alright. Well, good luck with it.
Right, cheers, mate. Right, and give my congratulations to Smithy when you get the chance.
Will do. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much.
Right, cheers for having me, mate.
See you later. There we go. Eva signing off there, guys. But we're just going over half distance here in the finale. We've got Smithy closing that gap at the front to AOTL. The gap now down to less than 31 seconds here between these two guys. So this is definitely going to be raced on for the victory. We know that Smithy's been in already. AOTL still yet to come into the pits. Pit lane is a little bit long here at Sonoma, so it could be a case of Smithy. It could be jumping him, quite comfortably. I'm not absolutely certain on what the exact time is through the pits here. So we'll have to wait and see how this one develops. But Smithy looks to be in a good position, championship taking position for him at the moment. Got a comment here, was Mito Ditto fault? It might have been maybe with the lap car, yeah, possibly, mate, possibly. These GTE cars, are they V6 or V8? It's a good question. Also, Corvus saying, was it IndyCar? I think the background noise was a different league. It was just playing in the back from I think it was on a playlist. I do apologise for that earlier on, guys. There was another video playing in the background. That was not supposed to happen. But thankfully that's all done now. But yeah, 10 laps to go here in the feature. Who's your bets on, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know who you think is going to take this feature race. Is it going to be ARTL or Smithy, or maybe even the Dizzle? I think the Dizzle still needs to pit actually. So it's mainly between ALTL and Smithy. It looks like Smithy's in the prime seat at the moment. He is closing that gap at the front. It's now down to 27 seconds. It was 32 a few laps ago. So Smithy surely the favourite to take the feature race, along with the title here for Motive Racing's GTE Championship. Tier 1. Driven a phenomenal season, has Smithy. And fully deserved if he does bring it home. Looks like Smithy there having a little bit of a moment there, coming through the final turn, going off onto the runoff. Coming to the last turn. He's got 9 laps left to go in this one. Looks like those tyres may be starting to struggle just a little bit here. The gap at the front staying the same. AOTL looks like he's maintaining the cushion that he's got between himself and Smithy for the time being. Obviously, he does need to keep plugging away if he wants to indeed end up taking the title here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. I was talking with my mic on mute there. But Smithy there getting very loose on the outside curve to the dirt just a little bit. And now ARTL is going to close right onto the back of him here. 1.3 seconds separates the top two guys on lap 21 of this race. We've got 3.5 laps left to go here for our GTE season here at Motive Racing. Looks like Smithy's gone very, very wide there through the hairpin. And ARTL's back up the inside. ARTL now finds himself in the lead of the race. Unbelievable scenes here. And while these two slow each other down, that's to allow DC Wrestle, the Dizzler, and Falguest to close in on them. 12 seconds separating the top 5 at the moment in this race. What is going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen, in the final few laps here at Sonoma in the GTEs? I think anything can happen here in the closing laps. Smithy down to P2 after that. Looks like ARTL has got a slowdown penalty coming out onto the pit straight because he's given him the position back. But this is unbelievable stuff here. Smithy jumped to ARTL in the pits. Looks like Smithy looking to the inside here of ARTL. Can't make it round him, has to look to the outside. And Smithy defending the line here very, very nicely. These guys have got a lapped car just behind him. That's My Dad Peanut there. Looks like he's closing on them. Can he unlap himself? Is he going to want to unlap himself? Lots of decisions for My Dad Peanut to make here in the closing stages of this race. What is going to happen here? As we see, there's a collision between the top two guys. Oh my goodness me, this is unbelievable. Smithy and ARTL coming together. What is going on? ARTL there. Looks like he's picking up to wait for him. My Dad Peanut also right there with those guys as well. But he's a lap down. This is unbelievable stuff. As we see now, Smithy going back up the inside of ARTL, pushes him a little bit wide there, coming through the hairpin. And now ARTL's going to make the move once again, but ARTL getting a little bit loose and losing the car. Is that? Yes, he does. He just about gathers it together here. But Smithy now leading the race once again. And DC Wrestle is pulling right up onto these guys. This is a 3-4-way battle for the lead with Falguest right behind these guys as well. Unbelievable stuff here. With 3 laps left to go here at Sonoma Raceway. ARTL, Smithy, DC Wrestle and Falguest. 4 guys battling over first place here in our final feature race of the season. Looks like Smithy goes a little bit wide there. Coming through the second to last corner. It looks like he's kept it going up the inside of ARTL. ARTL losing the space. It's side by side, a little bit of contact. Smithy up the inside. ARTL giving the space. A little bit of a bump there into the wall as he went 5. But Smithy's up into P1. Falguest now in the slipstream. DC Wrestle pits. That was unexpected there from DC Wrestle, but Smithy looks like he gets past. Well, ARTL waves by him there, coming down the straight and back up into the lead again. We got 3 Porsches separated by a second here. It's 2.5 laps left to go in our final feature race of the season. Smithy, the champion-elect, the man who has the championship under his fingertips, just has to be classified in this race, has the race lead, and looks to be set for the championship tonight. He's driven absolutely brilliantly all season, has Smithy, and pretty much in a position now where he just needs to bring it home in the closing stages of this one. What a season it has been for Smithy. He's had highs and lows, but mostly highs in this GTE championship, and has driven impeccably throughout all of his classes so far this season. He's holding on for the lead here ahead of ARTL, 0.6 of a second separating these boys as they come through the S's. One more time. Looks like Smithy's got the hammer down and ARTL's lost the car. ARTL's spun it. Coming from the exit of the S's. He's lost lots and lots of time. Falguest is now up into second place. And this is going to allow Smithy some breathing space here at the front. So Smithy here, championship leader after the sprint race, came into this round 8 points behind Taliban. But in this championship, it looks like he's more than likely going to take the bacon and the race victory as well. Does his fastest lap off the race that last time around. Looks like he's got the pace to finish off this season on a high. Falguest dropping time to him in second place at the moment. Ollie Marr currently sat P4 doing a good job. We've got Steve in fifth. Looks like Grandad C's actually got past Ollie Marr. Unfortunately, my guy on the cameras was had to leave the lobby midway through the race. Got a comment from John Boy saying we'll not be racing with Ollie again. I'm not sure what happened there with John Boy, but I do apologise for whatever happened there, John. That's a shame to see. John Boy there looks like he's out of this one. Ollie Marr currently sat P5 in this race. Smithy's got a lap and a half left to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Vargas a little bit of a way back now in second place. Here he comes for the penultimate time. Smithy into the last turn. He is about to start the final lap here for the feature race. This is the final race of Motive Racing's GTE Championship. I want to say a big thank you to everybody on the track for making the season been, and for also to Emo Guy for joining me in the commentary box, although he unfortunately was unable to finish off this race, this feature race here tonight. He's been fantastic all season in the box with me and on the track as well, racing in Tier 2 for most of this season. So we see a laps car moving out of the way. Smithy has now got half a lap left to go in this season, and he's going to take not just the championship but the victory in the last race as well. The perfect way to round off what has been a brilliant season for him. Here he comes into the hairpin at the back end of the circuit. Hasn't had it easy this season, Smithy. He's had a few moments where the championship could have got away from him, but found himself in a position where he could take it with just 8 points to overhaul Dalavan, put in the work, put in the practice, and really got his head down this week. Knew that he had to make this opportunity work for himself and hasn't put a foot wrong. Took the win in the sprint race after a great battle with Maida, and he is going to take another W, a deserved W here, as he exits the final turn at Sonoma Raceway here in California in the USA. Smithy is faster. It's going to take the win at Sonoma in the feature and the championship for Motive Racing's GTEs. Brilliant job from Smithy all season long. Fantastic job. Svalgas takes second. Ayatel completes the podium. Looks like Grandad Stee is going to take fourth, with Ollie, DC Wrestle, the Dizzler, Ugbar, Maida Peanut, M28, and Dino completes the classification in 11th position. Some excellent racing here tonight.
Hello. Hello?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have got the race winner and Motor Racing GTE champion Smithy in the box with us. Smithy drove a great race in that feature, took the win, the double tonight. How does that feel? Champion of the GTE division. Sum up your thoughts after that race or tonight's racing.
Yeah, I won a bad race. Could have been better. A bit boring, lonely.
Yeah, it looked a bit like you were sort of running away with it. It looked like you actually waited for Pino at one point to have a battle with him.
I was bored by myself.
Well, I tell you what, you certainly earned the boredom because you had the pace. You drove really well tonight. Well done on the championship in the GTEs. You got a chance in the Clios tomorrow night. Are you going for the double here? Is that the aim to round it off?
Try it tomorrow. Have some fun in the Clios and then see where we go.
Awesome stuff. Well, great racing. It looked pretty interesting between yourself, the ALTL, and also Rob. At one point, you guys were battling, even though Rob was a lap down. Falgast caught up to you. I don't know if you guys were wanting to have a race, and that was really why you were backing it out.
Yeah, the first race was good with Rob as well. I was close, but we knew we had something to prove, so we had to just do it properly. He needed to stay up and I needed to win, and that's what we did. We worked together. Had a little battle at the end of the race, which could have ended really bad, but it didn't because we was both clean, which was good. So, and we both got what we wanted out of the season, so it's all good.
Great stuff. Really well done. Congrats on the title. Really well done this season. And on to the next one, I guess. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, Clio Cup.
I think we're going to have a change of car for next season, Phil.
Well, next season we're going to keep the Clio Cup, but we announced today we're going to be running a touring car on the Sunday afternoon. So we're going to have that one added in. Clios are still going to stay.
What day is the touring cars?
Well. Touring cars Sunday afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Smithy there joining us in the commentary box. We got so just to let you guys know, we've got a touring car league coming here on Project Cars 2 at Motor Racing for next season. Be sure to check that one out. We're going to get off air. Thank you everybody for joining us live on YouTube. Thank you to all of our drivers. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Clio Cup, which will be live from Monza Shore. Can't wait for that one to get going. We've got Smithy back in again. Yeah, we're just saying. Anyway, we're going to get off air. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Have a great evening. Stay safe.